The following is an example of a Power BI model that OneTruth has created for a dental group. The data is aggregated from multiple R4 Carestream servers into an Azure SQL data warehouse. This Power BI model then talks directly to that data warehouse. So I'll just give you a very quick skim through on some of the key analyses that it's able to produce. So this is a P&L by month, split by UDAs, private revenue, and hygiene. I have some other variables on here like the UDA performance versus contract, the hourly rate trends. I have some filters on the left which are by region, so I can split those into individual regions, or I can look at everything all together. So that's the main high-level P&L summary. The next one is looking at the similar thing but by individual week. And this model is quite unique in that it has two different timescales. One is the financial year, and the other is the NHS contract year, 1st of April to 31st of March. So this model enables reporting against the NHS contract year, which is how the UDA contracts are structured, as you know. So we have flexibility to report both ways. So this one is showing similar to the last one, but it's now showing performance for current week, prior week, and also to prior year for the same week of the year before. And there's a timetable, there's a data table behind all of this that maps each day to each week for I think it's 8 years we have, including holidays and so on, so that you can look at the trading days comparison. You see trading days in the top here to show that it's a like-for-like comparison. We have revenue trends by week, the hourly trends, the average revenue per FTE, and so on, some other key metrics like that. So then we have some, I'm just going to skip forward here to the operational KPIs. So this is a nice dashboard to look at, again, by region or by practice, what some of the key KPIs are. So there's DNAs, or failed to attend, as you might call them, open courses, lapsed exams, hygiene. This one I'll speak about in a second. We've got FTE by type versus the chair's capacity of each practice, and then a graphic on practice debt. And again, you can change the time scales, whichever week you want to look at here, whichever year, and which I think it's a region slicer here as well. Yeah. This one is what's actually happening here is we're reading into the R4 diaries up to 8 weeks ahead. I think we're doing here, and what it's showing is the blue is showing the days the days that have been booked, or hours that have been booked for appointments, and the green are unbooked available hours. So that's given a practice manager a very good view on the future 8 weeks ahead to see how much what they need to be doing to fill the available space on the diaries. The next one I'll show you is the practice manager dashboard. So we have a couple of practice manager dashboards. I'm going to show you this one. And again, this is looking now we're looking at a specific practice, and it's getting into the detail of what the performance has been by day. Again, similar metrics, but there's also this one leads nicely into the daily performance one. So this is looking at on a day-by-day basis what's happening, revenues, hourly rates, UDA performance, and then there's also the next one that follows from that is a practitioner database. So this is then showing by dentist, by period, what's been going on, UDAs delivered, revenues, etc., etc. So this goes right down from, as you saw there, right down from the regional P&L, right down to performance by dentist, by day and week. And as I said, this model is updated overnight, every day. So this is a nice one that shows allows you to compare any two practices for any two periods, and it shows you the key metrics between them. So I can if I wanted to do a total region, I suppose I could do that if I wanted. But if I chose, let's say Acme Dental now versus we've got Go Clinic here, looking at these two periods, and I can compare the same practice for different periods just by changing the practice name over here. And then I can see, I can start to do cohort analysis and so on in terms of comparing different performance. I have some little slides here on acquisitions as well. So this will when you have an acquisition, this will split the revenues like this into acquisition revenues post acquisition, and then this model, I think we've told it to treat acquisitions for as such for the first 365 days of ownership, and then they become organic. So this gives a nice view on how acquisitions have been performing. Similar idea on refurbs, where we're saying from the date of a refurb, let's see what happens to the revenues. So that's what that's looking at, and then this is again looking in more detail into efficiencies and diary performance, and this is now looking at diary performance by day, looking 56 days ahead, and this is variable how far ahead you look. So that's just a quick overview of the model that we have created for a dental practice group. Thank you.